this weekend, of course, if you are in Harare, then you definitely want to make sure you pass through the various activities that are taking place under the Shoko Festival banner. What is the Shoko Festival? Well, we have Munya with us. I know him as Munya Blogger. Apparently, is another name. I'm like, I don't know what that is. But he is here to talk to us about Shoko Festival. Good morning, Munya.
Morning, Candice.
How are you?
I'm great. Hectic.
Yeah? How's preparations going?
Preparations are going great. Everything is going according to plan.
Everybody is in order.
Everyone's here. All the artists are here. That's the most important
That
thing.
is perfect.
Yeah.
Now, let's look at just very briefly at the very beginning. What was it that necessitated such a platform as Shoko Festival?
Well, Shoko Festival actually started at the Book Cafe as a small event. It was a spoken word, hip-hop, urban culture event. And then it quickly grew. There was a need for young people to have space to, test out their material, recite poetry, perform, and there wasn't a lot of spaces like that. So it grew out of that need for young people to have spaces to perform and practice their material.
So now you guys have also incorporated elements such as comedy, for example. You've basically decided, look, we are going to be the ultimate arts festival. And I suppose the vacancy created by spaces such as Hi-Fi is also added on to the need to expand the range of the festival?
Yeah, I think Hi-Fi had a very important role. Like when Hi-Fi happened, everyone was involved in that. And with having not having those type of spaces, creates a vacuum in the industry. So us growing our platform to include comedy, spoken word, and every other element that we have right now is trying to respond to the need that is there. Sometimes people just think comedy is just the skits, but there's more to it. There's stand-up comedy and a whole lot of other things that are available.
So the format that Shoko has used over the years that's always fascinated me is you've never just had one central event. You've always tried to spread out across and reach as many people around as possible. Why was that important?
So, there's always the thing that people complain that there's the Hararification of things, or everything happens in Harare Central Business District, and guys in Chitungwiza, for example, complain a lot. So our main event actually happens in Chitungwiza, Peace in the Hood, and we do an open air event at Unity L Community Grounds. That's where we get the biggest crowds, surprisingly, and it's just a space where you find that a lot of young people are craving entertainment and are hungry to hear their artists and to see them in person.
And I know you're saying surprisingly, but for me, as I look at it, it's not really a surprising element that you get the biggest turnouts there. But I suppose it also presents the opportunity to kind of create spaces where issues around those communities can also be looked at. When we look at, especially when we're talking about the entertainment space, with the hip-hop culture being very highly affiliated with drug use and abuse, which is rampant in those communities. What role are the different artists that you're engaging, playing, and kind of sending that message out there to say, no, there's actually alternatives, there's clean alternatives, and it's been themed Peace in the Hood. There's clean alternatives, there's safe spaces that you can actually be creative, be artistic, but not have to head in this direction.
So I think it's important for young people to have like role models and to see their role models in person. So you find that a lot of artists, musicians, hip-hop artists, dancehall artists are looked up to by young people, and so when they see them in their neighborhood and you see, that's Nati, that's Jim, I always see them on TV, and when they see them in person in their locality, they have a sense of like, I can do that, and they get influenced by them more than anyone else. Artists have, I think studies have shown that artists have the biggest influence in communities. So when Jema or Natio says don't do drugs, they're more likely to listen to their peers than anyone else.
We have a lot going on this year. What are some of the highlights that people can look forward to from today all the way through the weekend?
All right, so for today, from morning up until late afternoon, there is a free media conference, the Harban Conference, which is running the whole day. And then late afternoon, we have the Mashup Nights, which is headlined by Jordan Muzi, who's actually a Zimbabwean based in Botswana. He grew up in Botswana, so he's a major highlight of our show, because It's his first time performing in Zimbabwe, and he's absolutely amazing. And then we have the Women's Cypher, an all-women cypher hip-hop event. And then we have the Bluffhill Jams, which is a combination of some of the most brilliant voices in Zimbabwe combined together, coming together to form one band. So it's going to be a mashup of different music blends mixed together and presented to Zimbabwe.
That's a lot going on. The Peace in the Hood, who are we looking forward to on the lineup?
So in Peace in the Hood, you're looking forward to Gemma, Nati O, Bling 4, Baga, Chico's, and the current most controversial character, Windsor, who is from Chitungwiza. Will literally be in his neighborhood. So it's Windsor's neighborhood. So I think he's going to be one of the major highlights of the show.
You've mentioned, sorry, what did you say his name was? Coming from Botswana.
Jordan Muzi.
Jordan Muzi. And then you've got a couple of other people coming in as well.
Yes, we've got a poet called Kabisa Vili, who is the reigning world champion in terms of poetry. He's coming in as part of his world tour. So we're going to have a poetry slam tomorrow from 4 to 5. I think we're giving away $200 for the best poet. And he's going to be one of the judges, and hopefully the local poets can also learn how they can start touring, because I know poets complain a lot. They don't get a lot of opportunity.
It's true. It's true.
But we have the world's #1 poet coming to Zim, and on the sidelines of that, we'll have a masterclass with some of the local poets so that he can share nuggets about how his journey has been and how he's managed to become the world champion.
Nice. Now, just maybe you can just point us in the different directions of where to go to, like in terms of venues, where are we going, on what days, as we go through the festival.
All right, so the media conference is happening today and tomorrow, and that's happening at Motor Republic, 3 Allen Wilson in the avenues. And then Comedy Night is tomorrow at Reps Theatre, and then Peace in the Hood is in Chitungwiza Unit L Community Grounds. It's free, it's open air. The comedy roast is $10 tomorrow, and we're roasting Kuda Musasiwa. And then tonight it's $5 at the Mashup Night, and that's happening at Motor Republic.
All right. Munya, thank you so much. We wish you all the best. I don't even need to wish you guys the best. You guys, your formula has worked. It's been working. And, you know, it's good to see the growth that comes with every single edition of Shoko Festival. Now, if you have been an avid follower of that festival, of course, like you said, it started off in Book Cafe, and it has grown exponentially since then. We can't wait till you guys go to other cities as well.
Yep.
And take it on the road.
Yeah, absolutely.
Take it on the road.